The goal of Pathways to Hope is to improve mental health care and help teens seek help. Well, the third annual conference on mental illness is happening next weekend that touches on both of those things. Joining us now to talk about this more is Doug Beach with Pathways to Hope and Reverend Carol Moorhead from St. Mark's Episcopal Church. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Tell us about this Pathways to Hope conference that's coming up.
Well, this will be the third year. Each year it's grown. This year we'll have probably around 1,200 people come from all over the community to talk about, to have a conversation about mental health. We find that 1 in 5 people will experience a mental health disorder in Bexar County this year. And so one of the biggest problems that we have is that people don't seek help soon enough. It's the stigma that keeps them from asking for help. So in Bexar County, 1 out of 5 is 400,000 people. For a quarter of those, it becomes a lifetime chronic illness. So this is a very important topic, and this gives us a chance as a community to come together, everybody, to talk about mental health and how to improve the support.
And with it being in the third year, what kind of impact has it had in the community?
Well, we've found that conversations are increasing. One of the reasons that we started the conference was we learned that when someone first has some sort of symptoms for a mental illness, one of the first places they turn is to their faith leaders. And so we found out that faith leaders were sometimes kind of separated from the other kind of stakeholders in the community. So we wanted to get everyone together for a conversation. And we found that in these last 3 years, people have really gathered together. It's torn down a lot of barriers, and it's helped people work really collaboratively. So we have ongoing classes that are being formed to help kind of increase awareness of symptoms and what resources are available in the community.
And with this conference, there's going to be a concert, so it kind of creates an open atmosphere, right, for young people to go there and feel, all right, I'm okay, and I can open up and share.
Yeah, so the conference is aimed at the whole community, and we have particularly a youth event on Friday night, and that's the concert that you're talking about. So it's a wonderful opportunity for youth in our community to go to the Tobin Center for a free concert. It's for families, but particularly youth. They have a particular artist whose name is Gavi, who is very popular, who's going to be there Friday night. We're really excited to have him.
And is it the Beautiful Mind Youth event?
That's the Friday night event.
It's
Young Minds Matter.
Okay. And is it free to attend?
It's totally free.
Totally free. Okay. And we have
and there's lots of free parking too. That's the other thing that people always ask about.
So people won't have to fight for parking spots.
Yeah. So we have on Friday all day we have plenary talks and workshops. On Saturday morning it's all plenary talks, all free and open to the public.
That's great. Carol and Doug, thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us, Sharon.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.